Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. As you can see, this is my bench. So I'm going to make just a little bit of room for this video. Pins out of the way, vernier calipers, definitely necessary. The reason we're going to be making room is because I've got a new toy that I'm going to be needing to set up on the bench. So to do that, I'm going to have to unbox it to show you guys so you can see what you think. And then I'm going to tell you the reasons why I bought it, and then you can make your decision whether or not it applies to you or is worthwhile for you buying one. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Here we go. Look at that. It's like a new bench. Alright, here we go. 8 kilos worth. 8.5 kilos worth. What the heck is this? Why do I need one? Oh, let's have a look. And why will it take position on my bench next to my bench grinder and next to my key machines? Why? Why did I spend 400 bucks on it? Why? And why has it been so long, and why am I only getting one now? Why? All these questions. Let's see if we can go through and answer some of them. Alright, that's cool, that's cool. What do we got? Oh, of course. Oh, that's been in the box a long time. 3-prong kettle plug, computer plug with the wrong nozzle there, but they did include one of these crappy travelling chargers, which I will do without. Okay, some instructions, we'll go through that. It's meant to be orange, yellow, and okay, so it's blue. Okay, cool. Alright, here it comes. It's a little bit tinier than it looked on the thing. That's always the way. I always buy things and then they turn up like half the size. But as long as it does the job, who cares? Alright, that's all that's in the box. Hang on. Deep down dive. Alright, just more cardboard padding. Alright, it's confirmed. This is the machine. Alright, I know you can't see it too well there. So, let me take this off. I know you're only seeing the top view at the moment, but there's not a lot really to see, and it definitely looks smaller than what I thought. Alright, there we have it. What is it? Why do I want it? Why do I need it? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is a drill bit sharpener. Now, out of my almost 30 years in the trade, I've decided, it's not quite 30, but we're getting there. I've decided to buy one of these. Why? Because drill bits are something that we need to have sharpened all the time. And one of the things that I've noticed is that, yes, being a trade qualified locksmith allowed me to learn on how to sharpen drill bits at TAFE. Yes, it's served me well over the years. I can pick up my cordless angle grinder, grab a drill bit on the end of it, quickly give it a little nick and a nice good edge, and start continuing drilling. I can walk up to a bench grinder and put a nice little edge on it, or reshape it, or fix up a broken drill bit back to usable again. But that's not the point. The bigger point is that not everyone can do that, and as you get older, your eyes is not as good. And here are some of the facts, right? Well, actually, before we go into this, let's just have a look over this bad boy. All right. So we have like a little hidden compartment here with all our collets. I believe that's the right word. We have our power on, off. We have 2 gauges here, 1 gauge here, and here's our cutting thing. We have angles on the front, 145, 130, 118, 110, 190. Okay, so that'll be the angle of attack on the drill bit. This one here, we've got 3 all the way to 13, 3 being the smallest, 13 being the biggest. So I'll have to kind of read the instructions on how to gauge that up. On the side, nothing. The back, 240 volt inlet with your fuse there. That's all fairly standard. I don't think it came with an extra blade. Let's just take this little cover off. It's smaller than I expected. Definitely smaller. Probably talking about 300 long and about 120 by about 120. A little bit of extra foamy stuff here for some reason that's pushed in there like never before. Can we get that out? I don't want to run the machine with it in. Okay. So that goes all the way around the motor. They built this machine around this piece of foam that's used to protect this piece of foam. Okay, we're getting there. I hope that foam wasn't meant to be in there for any reason of keeping swarf out. That's a possibility. I'm saying that sometimes you get a spark from that. I don't know how good that will go. So it's coming out. Alright, so there you have it. There's your diamond cutting wheel. Replaceable by an Allen key here. There'd be some way to lock this spindle here. I can see another Allen key there. Looks just like a 240 volt motor. Nothing real flash. Nothing in there to look at that we haven't seen. That goes across, that goes across. Right, so there's two ways, here and here. And we have a little roll pin here, a little roll pin here, so that way you get your angle exactly right. Okay, let's put this back on here. And it comes with a cool little handle in case on a weekend you want to take it round to your friend's house to play with. You can do that, and you can both sit there sharpening drill bits to perfection. See? Little fold-away handle so it fits neatly in your pocket. Put that in your pocket, or in your bag. Okay, two other things to note. We have one of these things. Unknown name or terminology, slightly oily in touch. We have another one here, and we have two Allen keys, no extra cutter. I swear I would have ordered another one. And where's that? Is there a hole for that? A hole for that? I just don't know. This one has a thread. Alright, I think we're getting somewhere. Okay, so now what we need is we need some dodgy drill bits to test it. Okay, but let's just get to the bits and pieces, okay? Why did I buy this? Here we go. We can use this piece of MDF board to work this out. Alright, so your drill bit looks like this side on, okay? Roughly. With your, I forget what they're called now. Grooves, not grooves, with your flutes, okay? And you would have a cutting edge along here, okay? So what I found is that when you're hand sharpening a drill bit, what generally happens is there's side A and side B. A lot of the time you'll get side A perfect and you'll tidy up side B, or vice versa, but one would often be a little bit higher than the other. By not having a proper tool that only allows it to go in so far means that when you're doing it by hand you can get one bigger than the other. Okay, so what that means is that when you're cutting something and you've got, let's say, two lead edges like this, A and B, A might be doing all the work. So if A is doing all the work, you're not getting a penetrating cut. The drill bit has to do twice as much and all the rest, and you're basically just going to blunt this edge twice as fast as what you would if you had two exactly corresponding surfaces. So that's the first reason. You're going to get a better finish on your drill bits, and your drill bits are going to last longer, and they're going to do what they're meant to do. The next thing about it is too, when you look at a drill bit, okay, and you look at it from the top, they've got like a bit of a cutting edge right on that edge. Now, yes, you can do it by eye and just touch and touch, but once again, if you're not getting the exactly the same, then basically one side of the drill bit's doing that. And for years I've been sharpening my drill bits, and I guarantee you that I'm getting one side or 1.5 sides, not two complete sides like a brand new drill bit. So we're getting that lead edge, and then we're getting that behind edge. So in theory the drill bit should be exactly right, be sharpened perfectly, and they should last longer than if you were to do a little quick dodge on the linear or the bench grinder. So that's why I bought it. When you sharpen a drill bit in this particular machine, let's say you spend 2 minutes to sharpen a drill bit. That's 2 minutes, and then you're ending up with a fairly good result. When you're sharpening it by hand, you can be there for maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes, tweaking it, turning it, and you're not always guaranteed a good result. The next thing about it is the smaller you go down in sizes, the sort of harder it is to get it correct. I was just looking at these sizes here. They don't look right. That does not look like 2.25. I think, and that looks closer to 13. Maybe they're just out of order. Maybe that's 2.25. Yeah, that's probably closer to 3. All right. So the person who put the machine together just clearly cannot count, but that's okay. That's okay. Maybe English is not their fine suit. Next reason. This thing was about late 300s. If I bought it locally, I would have been paying closer to 600. On saying that to their machine, I believe looked bigger. Unless everybody's zooming into it, I don't know. But the machine is quite small from what I'm looking at. I mean, look at my hand. My hand. So, yeah. So that's why I bought the machine, because it can sit on the bench. It'll do exactly what needs to be done. And comparing it to doing it by hand, yes, it can be done, but you probably end up with a worse job, not as quick, and your drill bits are going to be kind of crappy. And although I've got sharpen my drill bits once a month or something. I really don't enjoy doing it. I've got other things to do. If this will streamline the process and I can pull out all the drill bits, line up all the 2 to 3s, 4 to 6s, and just go neat, it's gonna be beneficial and worth it. So I guess that just sits there. So that's what it is. I'm going to set it up now and do a few quick passes and see how we go on the first try. Okay, so I'm back. Got my safeties, and I've got the book. I've had a quick little read of that. Alright, so this part here allows you to set up 35mm overhang outside of your tool and your collet. So all we need to do is grab ourselves a crusty drill bit, and it just so happens that I have a few. Is that a nasty one? Yep, that's a nasty one. So as I can see on one, it's like really, well, the angle's wrong. It's really rounded on the lead cutting edge. So let's just check that and see what we got. I think 4mm. Oh, 5mm. 5.5. Alright, so we go to 5.5, which is not in its correct order. 2, 3. These sizes cannot be right. Because if you look at this size. This is a small one. This would be the next one up. And we should be going 2, 3, 4, and 5. And maybe we've got this one. None of them are marked, thanks China. Oh yeah, 2 to 5. Okay, looking at the back of it, 2 to 5. Alright, maybe they were right and I was wrong. Got a marking on this one? Nope. Okay, I'll put them back where I got them. Okay, 2 to 5, and we were 5, so we should be this one here. Okay, see if we can work this out. Okay, that goes in there. Are we going that way, or are we going that way? Got a bit of ball fluff there. That way or that way? Okay, I'm leading towards that way. So we pop him through there. Pop him through there. Is that going to tighten down? Oop, not yet. That says 7 to 6. Interesting. Alright, we got grip on it. Alright, now I'll back it off. I'll adjust this up here, and we're going 5.5, so between 5 and 6. Now I can pop this in here, and then push it all the way forward, and tighten it all the way up, meaning that my drill bit should be exposed by 35mm. Doesn't seem right. This is the first time I've ever used one of these, by the way. Okay, so that's there. That's loose. That's as far forward as I can push it. Okay, that's tight. Okay, we're just going to have to wing it. Alright, checking. It's pretty quiet. Alright, so we'll leave the angle as it is. Angle is at about 115. I don't think I gauged it up right. Looks like we did. So insert, rotate until grinding stops. That's what it said. Bit hard to even get it in there. No grinding action whatsoever. So I did hear a little bit of grinding, and it's just okay. So that's lead edge, and that's secondary edge. So there's obviously something going on with this gauging part here. Should be 35mm exposed to what the book said. That's as far as that goes. As far as that goes. And that's how far it's kind of sticking out, unless that's the whole 35mm. Let's try again. Should be getting some grinding sound here. Here we go. It's better. Just rotating it. Okay. So it started to grind, but I'm not there. So what I might do is, you know what, I'm not happy with this gauge thing here, whatever it's meant to be doing. I just haven't got it quite dialed in. Maybe it was one whole rotation out. I mean, that's a possibility too. It has made its way from China on a very long boat. So what I might do is just whack it all the way in there, tighten it up, and then just push it out. Quarter of a turn or so. So it's just hanging out there. Let's try that. Gentle, gentle. Okay, we're definitely out too far there. There's no direction on it, so a few little sparks. Okay, it's finished grinding. Let's do the cutting edge. So we should have a perfect edge. Okay, so the following edge, the clearance edge, is really good. It's on a bit of an angle, that's fine. It's identical on the other side. The lead cutting edge is right. It's got sharp, yeah. You know what? That's done exactly what it was meant to do. And it's centered in the middle. Alright, so now we have to test it. I'm sorry, Lane, it's your time to die. So we got a Lane, double-sided deadbolt, inner side, made of die cast and maybe little brass pins in there as well. I'm going to set this up here and stick a drill bit through it. Alright, come on. Come on, there we go. There we go. That's what you want to see. Alright. Make sure we're in focus. There we go. Alright, let's just see roughly how long it takes me to drill through that with my drill bit. Where'd my drill bit go? Ah, right here. Now, die cast is not a nice metal to drill through. Is that good enough? Die cast will clog up your drill and it's not good. Considering it was a blunt drill bit with rounded heads, let's just see how it goes. Going through die cast and stainless. Still sharp. Okay, made it through reasonably quick. No big problems. Looking at it now, the lead edge is still good. Lead edge is still good. No rounding. Still sharp. Oh, 100% sharper than what I got in my toolbox at the moment. Alright, just sticking it through a little bit of wood. This is good. Just to see if it's got how that lead edge is. Is it blunt or what it is? Just to give it a bit of a test, you know. I've already got to clean up anyway. So wood's a soft material, no troubles there whatsoever. No troubles. Alright, let me grab one more piece of metal that's stronger. This will do. What about a handle? Let's put a hole in this handle. Now this is, what material is this? Oh, geez, that's a good question. It'd be some sort of cast, I would say. I don't know. If you know what it's made up of, leave it in the description. Okay, so we did drill through. I'm not sure if the camera stopped there, but look, the hole's through. Wasn't much after it probably stopped. That's pretty nasty stuff to drill through, like an aluminium type, casted type stuff. It's not nice. But the drill bit did it. The lead edge on it's still pretty good. Like I'm looking at it, I could put that through a piece of steel right now, and it'd still cut. So I'm happy with that. You know, on all fairness, I just put it through two yucky type metals that we always drill through, that always bluntens our drills. Then I put through some wood, perfect, put it through this thing, and it's still cutting, and I could probably even get another couple of holes out of it just to simulate it. See the swarf coming off? So the difference between that and me sharpening would be this one edge right here, if you can see it there, would always be the one doing the work, and the second one wouldn't, because they're not symmetrical. When you're cutting it on a grinder and you're going meh, rotating, meh, rotating, meh, looking at it, yeah, that's about right, you're not actually getting it 100% right. So that's why I bought this machine. On saying that too, it doesn't take up much room on the bench, and once we get the hang of how to set it, it'll be as simple as set it, zap it, zap it, zap it, zap it, and you're done. So that's why I bought the drill bit grinder. Not that I needed it, but it's certainly going to improve things in the workshop and make things a little bit easier, faster, more reliable, and better cutting, maybe less sharpening in the future. Leave your comments down below. Thanks for watching.